back here. If you guys are watching and you guys not having either seeing issues or having issues hearing us, it seems there was a network error of trying to load up the match here. I did cancel out the last 3 minutes. Try to get started as possible. So we're here on Hanamura here. It's going to be Rennaissance with 2 picks up here as well. Then it could be on defense here. It seems that TJ is going to be aggressive here using teleporter strat to come in as well. But it seems that Rennaissance did hold fairly back on point here, getting able to picks out and basically preventing the push coming in as well. Reaper trying to jump off the map here for the complete reset. Once again, it's going to be TJ Virus trying to come in here. Nice nade on the Reaper here. It's going to be forcing out a little passive here. Definitely going to be able to push as much pressure onto Odell here. But he already is fairly low here. Drake's going to be freezing up the front line here, trying to split them up with that nade here. Duncan's being in the back line here, picking up Straggles here, but does lose his mech here. It's going to be losing further his life for that aggressiveness. And with this, going to be the tank line down to the side of Rennaissance here, giving TJ Virus a nice frontward push here, going to be able to pull up and capture this point here. Only Hollow Edge and Jabo alive on the side of Rennaissance. With that, the kills are in through first tick and second tick. It's going to be in a second here, and it seems that Rennaissance is not going to be coming back and recontesting this point. Delta here does pick up the Moira here, and now they're running Moira break here. Fairly interesting strat here, lots of sustain, especially mid-fight. So let's see if that's going to be help them pick up this point and begin their winning streak. Alright, it's going to be TJ Reyes trying to come here through mid here, trying to snowball this fight here. Then he gets 4 minutes coming in. Hollow Edge does have the Nana here. There's the Nana was coming out. He's going to be destroying every kind of shield, giving the opportunity to Hotel. Does the Shadow come out? And with this, it's going to be Govan going down here. Reaper going to be stronger on point here, especially with that Moira pocket right behind him. Going to be able to kill the pills here. JBO still alive on the high ground here, trying to nade the Reaper as well. Does not get damage through it, but with this, is going to be TJ Rennaissance picking up the kills and restabilizing this second point. Alright, but this is going to be live in a couple of seconds, seeing if that restart did happen.
The pain is coming.
Alright.
I am loving this.
Oh, and we are live. It seems that the stream decided to pick up, and now we are in, so we're going to be seeing oh, I forgot to transition to the sides. God damn it. Alright, sorry about that. You guys don't see anything on the first one. I apologize. I did not rotate the sides in, so it's going to be mainly my voice coming and calling off. But now it's 10-second points, so I switch over the scenes. I'm just happy that the stream is working. Got a little distracted there. It's my first time using the software in OBS. Alright. Nice defense here from the side of Rennaissance here, getting up another couple of kills and preventing TJ Virus from getting a second point here. Being aggressive here, gonna try to get the demech this Diva, try to stall as much as possible. Hollow Edge here pushing a little bit forward here. Just realized that the wall is larger than McCree, which is fairly interesting. McCree turning out to be a very, very tiny person. With this one, Rennaissance once again resetting here on the high ground here. The May and McCree trying to put as much damage through the windows as possible. Drake probably trying to pick up as much of ult charge here, trying to get that freeze up and running here to win the next team fight out here. Since Rennaissance, TJ Virus here has complete all 6 ults coming in this fight here. It's going to be Otel going to be using his Nano as well, with the bomb coming up on the high ground as well, trying to zone him out as well. But Govan does get picked up where he can find damage from the Rennaissance team here. Otel drops down as well. Nain coming to utilizing to be forcing him to like use his fat. But oh, he's in that close room here. Going to be using that Death Blossom here, picking up Hollow Edge here. Beacon does pick up it as well, and Diva gets frozen on point here. It's going to be frozen out as well. Direct here still on the front line. using his fear to something else. Atari here trying to punish or trying to kill Hotel here on the front line here. Not as strong as she used to be here, but still somebody to look out for, and she's going to be picked up by Drag as well. Reinhardt here going to be something else, but it's going to get charged off the map here by Govan. And with this, the fight once again to be cleaned up. And it's going to be down to 1 minute and 30 seconds for TJ Virus here to take second point. And I finally got a response in chat here, so it seems that it is working and the difficulties have been done. Or have been fixed as such. So it seems that both the stream are working. I'd once again apologize. It seems that when I restarted the stream here, I did not do the transition properly. So you're gonna have a couple, at least the first minute, maybe 2 minutes from that first map here, and not seeing TJ Virus push coming in. With this, once again on the attacking phase here, Hollow Edge using the high news, zoning them out here. Atari gets caught off against Eta Knight and gets basically pushed back here. Hotel with a big nano here, gonna be forcing TJ Virus here not to get pushed through choke here into his swinging hammer here. And once again, TJ Virus needs to get pushed back here. We're down to the last 35 seconds of this attacking phase from TJ Virus, and with this, they're going to be coming up to the last fight territory. So far, Rennaissance has been done a beautiful fight here. It seems that the first point defense here did still look bad with them, and it seems they pulled themselves together and preventing the snowball coming out from this end, having so far a beautiful hold. Oh my, nice wall coming up in here, but Goldman does have the hammer. He's going to get the kill here. Hotel in the back line with the counter shadow here does catch first Goldhand, and the main, the Lucio heals for the side of TJ Virus here. Now they're going to be aggressive here, putting both out the freeze and the bomb. Basically pushing them out as possible, and with that it's going to be second point hold completely without a single take for Rennaissance. That's going to be Rennaissance's time to attack here. They had a little faltering here on first point, as I saw, but you guys did not saw. I'm going to put that into your area in here, and probably going to hear some bad comments here from my fellow casters and producers here. NA streaming, right? But with this, we are in full swing. It's going to be now Rennaissance with the attacking phase here. Let's see what they can bring on here. They did bring out the Fair Mercy in the previous maps here, with Drag raining pretty much destruction onto the front line, while Hollow Edge, Drag with on the back line here with Hollow Edge basically coming up pretty clutch here on the McCree here. But it seems they're going to be opting for a May Reaper combo instead here, going for that close forward brawl here, and it seems Stragglenuts is once again on that Junkrat here. I'm not sure if that went through here previously on the stream here, but Hanamura first point and Tableau Anubis is one of the more favorite points here. They can run that Junkrat on here. Stragglenuts did get a lot of value out of him that previous map on Rialto here, basically able to charge up a tire and a half almost every single fight here. So it's going to be his job to pop off here. They're going to be using the double shield here and the lamp with the Baptista instead, since they are dropping the Diva here to prevent their front line dying from that anti-nade that J-Bo has. Actually, J-Bo on the Mara here, so meh. But they don't have to eat here, so they're going to be still sticking to that lamp. So they're going to be going aggressive here. Trying to lose the left right here, going to be speeding onto the front line here. It's going to be a single run here on the right, completely isolated here. Once again picked up by Hollow Edge here. With this, going to be first pick territory for for Rennaissance here. Hollow Edge going to be another pick here. Drag with that icicle, sniping people off as much as possible. Gets jumped up by the Strugglenuts here. He's going to be trying to come back to point here, trying to get some ult percentage here, maybe get the kill. It does get the kill on Mara here with that trap here preventing that, but this is going to be a fairly clean fight here, just only losing J-Bo on that Moira here on first point here. And with this is going to be a full time bank of almost 6 minutes coming onto second point. Actually, more than 6 minutes. 6 minutes and 11 seconds here to just get one tick here. Rennaissance is going to be very, very strong at this point here. It seems that Diva's already trying to push forward here, trying to pull as much tension here on the sidelines, and here might have not been the greatest one. As you can see, they're trying to get most of their team over here with that May wall here. J-Bo does get stuck here on the other side here. It seems that he missed the train that is supposed to be his freeze here, but he does have the shift available. Just needs to wait down the cooldown, and now it's going to be Rennaissance completely and regrouping here on the left side of the map here on the cliff side here, trying to get to rotate in here as much as possible. trying to bait out some cooldowns here. Stranglelands is going to be taking up on the high ground here, and be fairly uncontested here. If he gets the angles right, he's going to be able to rain down destruction here and hopefully be picking apart Rennaissance when they come here on the upper phase as well. It seems that he's still waiting here, trying to wait as much cooldowns here, trying to wait out to make sure the amp is here. Stranglelands has that tire online as well, coming in as well, trying to get the D.Va out of mech here, but she has enough heals coming from Moira and as well as possible, so he was dying there, low value into that tire as well. Being rotating high ground here. Drake here is going to be sniping off as well, and Hollow Edge with the dive with his D.Va in the backline here is basically going to be destroying pretty much any resistance here from TJ Varys here. Stranglenuts did come back here, but with him getting booped off by D.Va here and handled fairly easily, it's going to be Rennaissance picking up the map win here, and it's going to be 3-0 for Rennaissance here.
Play of the game.
What's up, Renz? I heard you had streaming issues.
It seems that I was streaming, but there was some network issues, so apparently most of the current stream wasn't actually streamed. No, huh?
Did you have that bandwidth test?
I took it off, but I took it off before I started streaming here, but it seems there was a network error every single time I tried to load up streaming for other people. So I stopped it, destroyed the 180 seconds before, since it was basically just me sitting in the lobby anyway. Restarted the stream here and seems to be now working, and I can literally put up the stream on my other side. Not sure what happened there.
Oh hey, first time
streaming. I did do the bandwidth test earlier to see if my computer even could handle the software and the inputs as well. Was doing fine. I might switch over to doing this mainly on my CPU since it's currently only at 2.1%. So I could push it a little bit here. Probably get a lot of frames here. Maybe if I want to up the graphics here on this side and get this mobile production in nicer. And with this, I'm going to actually transition into the lobby, since I actually forgetting in this. And this means I also can turn on finally my chat so I can see what they're peeking up here. So far, it's been a lovely fight outside of Rennaissance here. They came up really strong. They showed up, and it seems they're going to be fairly unstoppable coming into this fight. Anything as much as possible. Not possible, but they're basically completely unstoppable so far. It seems that TJ Virus here is going to be losing the match here, but it's going to be that last map, that fourth map here, that's going to be map score here. It is this map that's going to be more important in the long run here, maybe getting them higher seeder or lower seeder depending on what their final score is going to be at the end of the tournament. So they're going to have to come out strong here, get that map pick up, and see what they can do on the hybrid territory here. We're looking at Numbani, Eichenwald, and King's Row. My guess is always with King's Row, since it's Scrims Row. Everybody loves Scrims Row, but you never know. They might try something completely different here. Maybe opting for that dive and going onto Numbani, or actually, I would be surprised if I see anybody play Eichenwald. Pleasantly surprised, but just surprised in general.
I love Eichenwald. That is by far my #1 map when I was in Reinhardt. But
it is a beautiful map, and if you love Doomfist, it's beautiful to run it on second point there. But it seems they're going to be picking up Scrims Row. Alright, let's...
I'm going to give Renz a little break here. I want to let everybody know that's watching the stream for the first time, even though it should be the second time, but with a little issue. I want to have everybody give a thanks to Renz for being a one-man band here. He's been picking up a lot of slack on the streaming section. He even learned how to do some production today to bring a higher quality stream to everybody that we typically had. But he just never was trained at the production side of things because he was just a caster. But now he's really doing an awesome job here and helping us out and helping you guys out to bring you the game and really be, like I said, a one-man band. So everybody give a thanks to Renz in the chat. If anybody's in here, and I'm kind of just on my phone right now, so I don't know if anybody's watching yet or not. But
I saw a couple of people. Shape at least commented, and Pi as well commented, and I've been picking up here. If you do not know, Soldier did have a baby recently, so he is completely out of commission for the next weeks here. I assume any time off is going to be trying to sleep here, and same goes for his wife here, so he's not going to be around as much, so I've been trying to help him out as well. And Shape is currently busy with tryouts for Turbulence here. It seems they want to be getting up that roster here, beefing up as much as possible for the next tournament coming forward here, so she's going to be busy well. So I'm just sitting here enjoying my time as casting here, judging you guys, calling how horrible you guys are, even though probably everybody in this lobby in previous game can probably beat me in a one-on-one pretty easily.
Yeah, well, I was talking to Shape. She is trialing for Turbulence. If anybody's 4.3 plus and wants to try out, they certainly can. I don't remember the positions we have open by heart, but I think Hitscan's one of them.
Yeah, just Revo Mail.
Yeah, Revo Mail or DM Shape. She doesn't care. But what the hell is going on with OD? Like, why are they having a 5-month gap in between OD tournaments, and all of a sudden now it's like a week gap between OD tournaments? Is there
Blizzard
a rhyme or reason?
Yes. The game was dying a lot of sense here, and they were trying to ramp up a lot of their basically esports kind of stuff going forward, since Overwatch 2 is going to be rumored to be launched during the Christmas phase of this year. So they're trying to increase that from amateur to pro leagues, and trying to initiate that much a bit more here. They're trying to pump as much possible into a development here. It seems that also a lot of people are losing quite a bit of money during the Overwatch League here, so OD being basically none of their money as such, they're trying to get that rolling a bit more, trying to hope that will feed back into more publicity and more anticipation of the actual Overwatch League here, which will result in more money here. At least that is my guesses from looking at the score so far and looking at lovely reports here. Sorry, I love basically reading all these industry reports on the Overwatch League and Overwatch and gaming in general.
I like how everything you said was money. It reminds me of the Mr. Krabs meme where what was the SpongeBob movie? He was like, "What caused you open to Krusty Krab 2? Money."
Well, I wish it was something else, but that's basically the standard of the world here. Overwatch League is a complete industry here. They tried to copy basically NBA, NFL, or something as possible, but it's still esport, it's still up and new coming here. It is not an industry giant like League is. League has done it right. They have more tournaments, they have a higher player base, everything else, and Twitch is basically, if you look at it, they have even at prime times here doing events in Overwatch League events last year, they still had almost double the viewers that Overwatch had. So whatever they did right here. Overwatch hanging a little bit behind here. I'm sorry if I'm causing flack to the Revolution tournament, but it seems Blizzard is trying to fix a couple of things, so let's see if they can do that in the future here, putting more efforts here into this path to pro with the OD. And since they switched to YouTube here, I'm fairly excited here, which means we can stream whatever the hell we want to, because we're not streaming on a competing platform anymore, right?
Well, actually, that's false. I think it's actually any streaming platform while they're streaming live. I don't think it matters.
Come on. Nobody watches YouTube anymore.
I'm not gonna say
don't tell them. Just don't tell them. We heard nothing. We're not lawyers. We don't know legal speak here. And with this, we're going to be starting off the map here once again. It's gonna they actually switched sides here, so it's going to be Rennaissance in red and blue for the TJ Virus here. It's going to be Rennaissance on attack here, pathing up the high ground here through this hotel here. Going to be coming up on the high ground here, trying to hopefully rotate further onto the high ground here into the backline here, trying to prevent this out here. Maybe drop on the Ana here with the Baptiste with the healing on the top end, forcing them down here, preventing them from getting better of Cyclone here. Straggle Nuts using that mine to get on the high ground here. He sees the position to pounce. He's going to be jumping up as well, and with the Zarya on the side of TJ Virus here, he's going to be able to save here. And Zarya's going to be giving up that charge here, trying to rotate out here. It seems that TJ Virus has not completely rotated the spawn here. Ooh, and with the damage coming out from TJ Virus here, it's going to be Beancan losing his mech very, very fast here. And with Otel, his shield already had half or less, it's going to be a couple pause position here for the side here. Dragonlance sees the opportunity here, sees them rotate back here, uses a couple mines to get in here and picks up Drag on the sides here, and now it's going to be Rennaissance finally dropping on point here. They did get the nano up here, but Dragonlance going wild on the high ground here, getting another pick onto Hollow Edge, and now he's going to be running at this Zenyatta down the slide front line here. Respecting the charge shot and the zone here, but as long as this is happening, Zenyatta cannot focus on this front line here, so it's going to be doing completely no value to the side of Rennaissance here, and going to be able to basically gets picked off here. And with this, a beautiful defense here from TJ Virus here. They had a lovely rotation here, and Stragglenus is coming up strong on that Junkrat. And seems that Otel got caught in a trap that got picked here. Stragglenus already has a tire off. I would wonder if he did not here. He's been getting phenomenal picks so far here, trying to psych out the enemy as possible with the rotation of this tire. Does pick up Drag here, and once again with the nade down here from Rennaissance here, it's going to be closing off here, and Beancan rotating here to the side here. Reinhardt needs to go into the counter charge here. Lamb comes out here trying to make sure here, and now they're going to window and nano on the side of TJ Virus coming up here, preventing. Oh god, I'm just running out of voice here. Preventing Rennaissance to zone on here, but now they have the respawn here. They're very close to their spawn here. They have nice grab coming in out here. Hollow Edge on the backline with that high noon here. They're going to be shattered down as well. Utilizer, you trying to use that high noon in the backline as well, but the D.Va flies at him. He ends everything of damage. As with this, it's going to be Hollow Edge picking up 2 kills on the side here. Utilizer trying to rotate on the back in here. Hollow Edge does see it, and he's going to be in the backline, going to be trying to get a couple picks here. Hotel goes on the front line here. It's going to be fairly even fight on both sides here, but with the spawn advantage so heavily in favor of Rennaissance here, they're going to be getting a second tick as well, and it's going to be a third tick here. We'll be picking up the mat here. Govan is going to be stuck here slightly. A wall chain just have not come through here, so it's going to be stuck on the side, especially in this choke here with that small gap left here. Seems that Beancan did try to go a little aggressive here, tried it out the back line here, gets the Ana, does get sleep for his troubles here, but with most of TJ Virus dead here, they retreat here and just leave Beancan laying here. And this is going to be 3 minutes here on the side of Stormfingers here. Seems that they pulled in AJ here. Seems to be a Zenyatta specialist here, and is basically back to the old school GOATS meta. He is currently the cart bimbo, the cart bitch, doesn't matter what you want to call it. But it's always been Zenyatta stuck on the cart here, pushing forward slowly, putting up damage when he can here. It's going to be TJ Virus rotating on the high ground here. Lamp does come out a little too late here, so Sanctuary is going to be dying here as well. Drake picks up the Lamp here, sniping in with random damage here, and they're still pushing up the payload here, trying to rotate out here. Beancan's trying to pick up Struggles here on the high ground here. He's been training with phenomenal with his mines and everything else. He's been using bomb here in conclusion with that freeze here, picking up a 4 kill with that bomb. Beautiful usage here. It seems that TJ Virus did not know where to hide. They were caught off pretty much in the open here, and with this, basically Rennaissance going to be picking up a second point.
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
Alright, couple comments. I'm not sure if that's directed to him with me, but I will keep my wording phrase in. And with this nice wall here coming on the side of Alright, nice starting here. Live Sprawl coming in. Stragglenus getting picked up as well. Utilizer using that high noon in the background. And a wall coming on the side of Rennaissance here. They're still picking up the kills fairly in favor here. They do have the Ryan Zarya on the side of TJ Virus here with a lot of damage coming on to the front line here. God damn it! You should have not said that here. Now it's gonna mess me up as for the rest of the. I know I use here, but now with the coming on from Soldier, I am basically messing up as much as possible, using that word to such a delight and such a high usage into this fight. Lamp coming up, wall. Rolling up here, grab coming up as well. It's going to be Zenyatta with the Transcendence coming up, trying to be aggressive as well. Freeze coming out as well, and now you stop my flow suddenly. Dragonlance uses the tire here, does not get any value except for demaking that D.Va and once again killing her afterwards. Hollow Edge going to be very aggressive here in the backline here, sniping out most of the targets on the side of TJ Virus, and it's only Ana alive here. Gets flashbang, they get picked up while Dreg sleeping on the side. And TJ Virus trying to come back to point here, trying to recontest. Hollow Edge has apparently built up another high noon, doesn't get any kills as well. Freeze coming out on point. Utilizer using his high noon as well on the other side, but it's not going to be enough kills, not enough damage here. And it's going to be there's going to be Rennaissance picking up this map with 1 minute and 30 left on the clock.
0-3, switching sides.
And I'm not trying to screw you up purposely, Renz. I'm just trying to give you a little bit positive feedback.
I have
on how
a
to
lot
improve.
of words that I like to use, and a lot of words I like to use that apparently are fairly wrong and in the wrong sense of the word. So any kind of comments like that, I do appreciate them. I do want to improve my casting, my speech in general here. And if you have any future comments, please leave them here. But I will only take this here from my fellow producers or casters here. If you're in chat being toxic and telling me I can't speak, well, I'm going to ignore you. That's going to be how it's going to be.
Toxic? Nah.
Come on, it's the Overwatch community here. We're all a little bit toxic inside.
Yeah, it's not wrong, unfortunately.
I wonder if I should get basically, have you seen like the Intel shirts that has Intel inside? I want to get like a similar one that has basically a hybrid between Overwatch symbol and Intel, and this basically says toxic inside. Get that on a t-shirt. I think it would be a really good seller. Getting
5, 4,
some nice tips here. And with this, we're going to be starting off the second round. It's going to be TJ's Virus side to attack. It's Dragonlance up in the top window here with the Widowmaker trying to get that opening shot here. Switching on to that McCree, going to be going after this point here. Seems that his Euthanizer picked up the Reaper here. They're going to be rotating onto the high ground, trying to get as much possible here. Doing probably a similar rotation that Rennaissance did as well, but they do drop here directly next to point. And with this, the fight is going to be starting off with the big brawl on point here. See, the first AJ picked up the break, so they're going to have a heavy brawl, heavy press on point here. And Dragonlance rotating onto the side here. Gets slept by J-Bo nicely. If your lamp can be friended out as well. Govan gets walled off and killed. Now Utilizer going to be using a shift to get out here, but Dragonlance does pick up Hollow Edge on the back line of Rennaissance here, but it's still kills are still coming in and heavy in favor of Rennaissance, with the D.Va battle probably going on in the top window. And with another couple of brawls coming out on point here, it's going to be Rennaissance restabilizing here, and with the recall and leaving the baby D.Va up in that window, they're going to have a nice stagger coming into this next fight. Alright, with this is going to be TJ Rice, kept a couple seconds here. They did have the long stagger onto the D.Va. With this, they're going to be a couple seconds late here, 2 minutes on the clock, a little bit more. They're going to be going a little aggressive, trying to rotate, going straight to point actually. And while coming up, Brig going to be using that ultimate as well. Hollow Edge once again picking up a lovely kill. And Dragonlance using the high noon in the backline here. Dragonlance is going to be on high ground. He did drop down from another couple kills. Nano coming on to Dragonlance here, but he's going to be fighting a Brig. Gets whip shot, gets out of here. Actually, was Euthanizer getting whip shot out of here. And we're sent out of this park, and it's going to be Rennaissance pushing TJ Virus back to spawn. And ooh, Rennaissance basically has 3 ults coming to the next fight here. They only need one, especially the freeze getting anything else. Nice wall preventing any damage coming through that window, and it's going to be a bomb, basically picking another couple kills up here as well. And with that, it's going to be TJ Virus pretty much lulled out to the side. And a nice nade coming out to Govan here with the stun from Brig is going to get him the basically
to raise my APM.
Guarantee the kill on the side of Rennaissance. And with this, it's going to be them pretty much pushed back in the spawn here. We're last minute. Last push potential. Last push territory coming for TJ Virus.
Routing power to forward shield.
A couple more seconds coming into this fight here. Getting to start fight it, and with this wall coming up strong here, Freeze going to be used on the wall as well, going to be trapping most of TJ Virus here, but nice bomb on the side of TJ Virus, going to be able to pick up two people in the backline here. Nano coming out to Govan here, but he is completely isolated. He's going to be using a shatter here. He does get the both. Oh, he's going to get one charge here. Hotel is trying to prevent as much damage coming on the side of the game here. Even now dive the back line. G-Bro has a good potential here, but utilizes going to be on that Reaper on the point. It's going to be zoning them out, preventing that damage here. Just that big beef health rotation on the point. AJ is going to be rotating back, trying to come on point. He does get he does step into Dragonaut's trap here and get zoned out. As soon as Dragonauts did decide to go back onto that Junkrat, which was he did a phenomenal job on the previous map at the defense phase as well. And with that, it's going to be TJ Virus picking up the point. I'm sorry, it seems like a little staggered during my voice calls as such. I'm trying to maybe change up how the way I speak. It's going to be a little staggered, but please bear with me. And the fight's already in full swing. Big brawl on the side during Streets phase. Nice shatter coming up from Ota, getting 2 picks here. Delta with a nade here, but it's going to be too late for his team, and it's going to be them pretty much getting cleaned up as well. Dragonauts here going to be in the high ground here, trying to escape through this side little draw here against the Mei. It's going to be in range of Freeze, and Drag apparently literally walking into the mines here. Hollow Edge giving the courtesy to his teammate by teabagging his body. I love teammates like that. And with this, it's going to be 1 minute 30 here. It's going to be Rennaissance holding it this forced corner here, preventing as much push percentage for Rennaissance. Once again, window coming up on the side here. It's going to be Fire Strike coming through it, but Rennaissance is going to be rotating back out, but Tyre is coming in the back of the point here, trying to demech Diva. Blunken already sees it. He's going to be taking the damage pretty much to the face. It's going to get him the mech here because he does dueling to Reaper right after here. But the front line here for Rennaissance is strong. They pick up the points, they pick up the kills. They have the break here with the meat damage. Utilizer here on the Reaper here. But AJ with that brick damage is going to keep his main tank alive through this brawling phase. And now we're down to the last minute, last fight territory once again for TJ Virus here, and they still have 2 more points to push. TJ Virus going aggressive. Hollow Edge with the high noon in the background here gets pushed off through the window, gets picked up as Dio as well, and with that it's going to be TJ Virus with a little momentum. They try to get something started, but Dreg with the big blizzard in the backline here, and once again a nice bomb coming out, picking up 3 here, dividing the point here. Now in the last 20 seconds of the point here, Beancan is going to chase them down. Delta gets slept here mid point, is going to be killed fairly easily by Rennaissance, and we're going to be last couple seconds left. Gohan is going to be switching on to the ball here, gets whip shot straight into the air by AJ. Now bomb on point here for Rennaissance. Oh, big hammer down from Hotel, basically slamming everybody from TJ Virus onto the floor here. Dragonlance is going to be picking up kills as well. Nano onto him, trying to get as much percentage on here as well. Not only Delta alive here, tries to get something happen, but the entire team of Rennaissance is alive and on point. And with this, it's going to be 4-0 victory for Rennaissance. They played beautiful this entire map, and a well-deserved 3-2-1 or 3-1 map score. Here we get that lovely nade from Beancan. That Dragonlance did do quite a bit of damage on the Junkrat here. didn't do enough value or did enough damage here to carry his team through this phase here, but he still had a lot good showing here, and the rest of the team of TJ Virus did have a strong here, but in the end it seems that Rennaissance was the better team here, won out the fight here. Is this really how I talk here? Soldier, help me here. I'm sorry,
Here,
I had to end that.
Here, everybody. Here. Yeah, it's hard. It really is. Whenever you get into
it's kind of like I got the groove,
matches.
and then I need to switch up how I was talking, and it was more stagnant, such as possible. Bring out some
and plus now you're
stuttering
really
issues I
listening for
had
it,
when I
so-
was a kid with the backside thinking. But I appreciate once again any feedback from people. I love to improve. I love casting for this. I love seeing these teams as such battling it out. It was a beautiful fight for both sides here coming out. Rennaissance did win. They basically had a beautiful showing this entire way through, crushed it all on all 4 maps, and they got a well-deserved victory. There's not much I can say. Rennaissance was the stronger team, was the better team, and won in the end. With this, I'm not entirely sure if it's up here. We only have 7 people watching anyway, so I don't think there is a Twitch poll coming for this one. Me personally, I'm fairly good without that poll because I have a Arc game waiting for me. If you haven't played it, new DLC dropped. I'm very excited to tame my space whale, and more importantly, if you do know the story behind my name, it's based on a character from a book universe, which is basically a universe riding on the back of the turtle, and I can tame a turtle and ride on the back of it and build my own house and go try to traverse through that map. So I'm
talking about Avatar?
No.
I had a turtle with a universe on its back.
Avatar?
Yeah. Well,
no,
I don't know if it was
Terry
the universe,
Pratchett
but it was
with the Discworld.
The what?
The Discworld. Terry Pratchett. Co-author of Good Omens, if you watch the Amazon TV show, which has become quite popular. It was really good and very, very close to the book, as somebody who read all that. And yeah, I think this is we end the stream here. Actually, I'm not going to end here. I'm actually going to ping Shape. It seems that with a complete and all our 10 viewers here, Shape would like to stream Raid Stars. They're going to have their Star Esports finals going on tonight here. They are I think we have a mutual beneficial, I'm not sure what we have. They're another league coming up, and we like them, they like us, so
we're friends with Refused.
friends with Refused. All right, thank you for showing up, Soldier. I did fix the issues.
Yep.
I have no
just,
idea what actually happened here. I did do the test stream earlier. It seems my computer was able to handle it here, but it seems that there was something going on between my computer being online, being in the game, doing everything else, and Twitch not receiving my signal. I might want to go back and see. It was streamed to Twitch here, so there might be a video of the first couple maps.
Technical difficulties happen, especially whenever you start something new, so...
Yep, seems like nothing happened here. I just need to potentially start the stream early, 5 minutes early, just let that lovely music run through, and then once that is done, I will start off the stream, that I can actually know that after 3 minutes the stream actually works, and hope that it does work. Alright, it seems like apparently apparently there was a small issue of reading the calendar properly, so there's not going to be the grand finals not coming out tonight. It's going to be a different day here, so we are going to be ending the stream here. Everybody say goodnight to Soldier here. He does need to sleep. He does need to sleep. The beautiful,
I am pounding
beautiful
coffee right now because I gotta stay awake.
Oh, you need to stay awake? It's going to be your wife sleeping then?
Yeah, my wife's sleeping. I'm staying up late. The kids' sleep schedule is still a night owl, so I'm staying up with her, and then I'll pass her off and go to bed, and my wife will.
That's pretty good arrangement. Just instead of basically both people being asleep, just do it in shifts.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm more of a night owl than she is, so I can certainly just pound coffee and well, I'm not. It's not like that I'm a good night owl. It's just I pound coffee and stay awake.
All right. I was figuring with your interest in video games and with your expertise in programming, I would assume you've been pushing those all-nighters quite a bit of your life.
Used to. No, after you turn like I don't know. For me, it was about 25. I stopped being able to stay up to like 1, 2, 3 in the morning.
I can. I just don't want to. I try to maximize the amount of daylight hours I have. I am fairly open about this. I'm actually very tended to be depressive, so I try to maximize my daylight hours, and having any kind of schedule does help quite a bit with it. So for me, it's always getting up at 8 o'clock, no matter if I have school, work, or anything else. It's just getting up.
That makes total sense.
With that, good night to the stream. I love you guys all. Thank you for watching. We're going to have another couple streams coming up the next couple days. Again, it's going to be a full lineup this weekend, show around here. I think we have an off week next week, so you're going to be able to sleep in next week, base the teams, maybe get those scrims out, maybe strategies. Also, we're releasing the information of the playoffs as well, which I'm fairly excited as a caster. Any hints on that, Soldier?
None from me.
God damn it. Keeping me in suspense and probably the entire community. With that, have a good night, guys.